Dear children, today I am going to teach you the topic acids, bases, and salts. An acid is a compound which, when dissolved in water, yields hydronium ions or hydrogen ions as the only positively charged ions. When acids or ionic compounds are dissolved in water, the ions split apart from each other. The process of dissociation takes place. Here we can see the example of hydrochloric acid. Now this hydrochloric acid in water, it is dissociated into hydrogen and chloride ions. The properties of acids are, most of the acids, they are sour in taste. They react with many metals to form hydrogen gas. They are corrosive. They appear to eat away materials while reacting. Have a chemical formula that begins with hydrogen, H. Zinc metal plus hydrochloric acid forms zinc chloride plus hydrogen. Common acids are citric acid, which is found in citrus fruits, used as a preservative. Then lactic acid, found in yogurt, produced by our muscles when they are overworked. Acetic acid, that is also known as vinegar, it is used as a preservative. Carbonic acid or phosphoric acid, they are found in soft drinks. Hydrochloric acid, that is HCl, it is found in our stomach. A base is a substance that produces hydroxide ions when placed in water. When bases in ionic compounds are dissolved in water, the ions split apart from each other, that is, dissociation reaction takes place. Here we can see the dissociation of sodium hydroxide, where in water it dissociates into sodium Na1 plus hydroxide, that is OH1 minus. Now the another definition for bases are that the bases are oxides or hydroxides of a metal, including ammonium hydroxides. Examples of insoluble bases which are not alkali are zinc oxide, lead oxide, copper oxide, iron oxide, lead hydroxide, and copper hydroxide. Common bases are ammonia, which is used as cleaners and fertilizers, sodium hydroxide, used in soaps and drain cleaners, magnesium hydroxide, it is an ingredient found in antacids. The term indicators are weak organic compounds, acids or bases, which change color in accordance with the pH of the solution. Indicators dissociate slightly in solution producing ions and undissociated molecules. The color of the ions produced is dependent on the hydrogen ion concentration or pH of the medium. An indicator changes a specific color when in the presence of acid or a base. Litmus paper, it is an indicator made up of a special filter paper that contains dyes which are extracted from lichens. Blue litmus paper, it turns red in an acid, and red litmus paper, it turns blue in a base. So that is why it is very important us to test an unknown substance with both types of litmus paper, because if it is acidic, it will turn blue litmus paper red, and if it is basic, it will turn red litmus paper blue. The pH scale can also help us classify solutions as acids or bases. pH is defined as the negative log to the base 10 of the hydrogen ion concentration expressed in moles or liter. pH of pure water is 7. If pH is 7, that means the particular solution is neutral, where hydrogen ions and hydroxide ions, they are equal. When a solution is having pH less than 7, that means it is acidic, where the hydrogen ion concentration in water is more than the hydroxide ions. If pH is more than 7, then the solution is basic. That means hydroxide ions are more than hydrogen ions in water. As we can see in this diagram, the pH range is shown, which is from 0 to 14. The pH scale is used to classify solutions as acidic or basic. It ranges from 0 to 14. Acids, the pH is less than 7. Neutral, the pH is 7. And bases, the pH is more than 7. So children, there is something to do. So I have given one homework to all of you, that complete the following chart which is given over there by telling whether the pH represents an acid, base or neutral substance. Also you have to tell what color each type of litmus paper will turn at that pH level. Now here we are going to discuss about the strength of acids and bases. Strength of an acid, it depends on the concentration of the hydronium ions present in an aqueous solution of an acid. So depending on that, there are two types of acids: strong acid and weak acid. Strong acid is an acid which dissociates almost completely in aqueous solution and produces a high concentration of hydrogen or hydronium ions. They almost contain only ions. For example, hydrochloric acid. Weak acids are those acids which dissociates only partially in aqueous solution, thereby producing a low concentration of hydrogen ions or hydronium ions. Examples of strong acids are hydrochloric acid, which is present in the stomach as stomach acid, sulfuric acid, which is mostly used in battery and known as battery acid, and nitric acid, that is HNO3. Weak acids are the organic acids which are obtained from plants and animals. For example, acetic acid, which is also known as vinegar, and citric acid, which is also known as acid found in citrus fruit. Now, coming to strong alkali and weak alkali. Strong alkali means strong bases are those which dissociates almost completely in aqueous solution, thereby producing a high concentration of hydroxyl ions. They also contain almost ions. For example, lithium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide. Any alkali or alkaline earth metal with hydroxide, they come under strong acid bases. Now weak bases are those bases which dissociates only partially in aqueous solution, thereby producing a low concentration of hydroxyl ions. Aluminum hydroxide, which is often found in deodorants. Ammonium hydroxide, ammonia is there, which is used in many cleaning products. Neutralization. Neutralization is a chemical reaction between an acid and a base that takes place in a water solution. When acids and bases react, the hydrogen ions from the acid react with the hydroxide ions from the base to form water. The overall pH becomes neutral. A salt is a compound that forms when the negative ions from the acid combine with the positive ions from the base. In other words, salts are formed when acid reacts with base and also forms water. The ions that are left behind after hydrogen and hydroxide ions form water, they combine to form a salt. Now here in this example we can easily see that when hydrochloric acid it is reacting with potassium hydroxide, the products formed over here is water and the salt potassium chloride. Different types of salts are acid salt, which is formed by the partial replacement of the replaceable hydrogen ion of an acid molecule by a basic radical. Normal salt, they are the salts which are formed by complete replacement of the replaceable hydrogen ion of an acid molecule by a basic radical. Now we can take example of sodium hydroxide when taken in excess with sulfuric acid. The salt formed is normal salt, that is Na2SO4 plus water. Now preparation of acid salt. It is formed when the amount of base taken is insufficient for complete neutralization of the acid. In other words, it is formed by the incomplete neutralization of an acid by a base. Acid salts, they always contain a replaceable hydrogen atom in its molecule. It exhibits all properties of an acid in solution. Now coming to normal salt, the salt which is formed by the complete replacement of the replaceable hydrogen ion of an acid molecule by a basic radical. Now preparation, it is formed when the amount of base taken is sufficient or in excess for complete neutralization of the acid, or we can say complete neutralization of an acid by a base. Normal salt does not contain any replaceable hydrogen atom in its molecule. It does not exhibit properties of an acid in solution. Normal salts formed by acids are like sodium nitrate, hydrochloric acid. From hydrochloric acid, sodium chloride salt is obtained. Then sodium acetate from acetic acid, sodium carbonate from carbonic acid, sodium sulfite from sulfurous acid, sodium sulfate from sulfuric acid, sodium phosphate from phosphoric acid. Here we are going to discuss the formation of ammonium ion when ammonia in aqueous solution forms ammonium ion. It is formed by the combination of ammonia molecule where the nitrogen is having one lone pair of electron. After completing its octet, it donates this lone pair to the hydrogen ion. The hydrogen ion accepts the lone pair of electrons, forming a coordinate covalent bond, as ammonia is a polar covalent compound with a large difference in electronegativity between the nitrogen atom and hydrogen atoms in the ammonia molecule. So the proton, that is hydrogen ion, released from water, it adds on to the lone pair of electrons of nitrogen atom of the ammonia molecule, as nitrogen atom in ammonia has a slight negative charge. Now here we are going to see the formation of hydronium, that is H3O plus ion, from acid in aqueous solution. The reaction for this is water plus hydrochloric acid, which gives hydronium ion plus chloride ion. Here we can see the structure of water molecule where the oxygen atom in a water molecule has two lone pairs of electrons. A proton which is released from the acid, it adds on to the lone pair of electrons of oxygen atom of the water molecule, as oxygen atom in water has a slight negative charge. The hydrogen ion accepts the lone pair of electrons, forming a coordinate covalent bond. The coordinate covalent bond is the bond formed between the atom of a polar covalent molecule with lone pair of electrons and an ion which accepts the lone pair of electrons. So thank you dear children for watching this video. I hope you will like it.